Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Now you might notice that my voice sounds different, a bit raspy. I have been suffering from the flu and my voice is virtually gone. However, with this story that I have now, I cannot let it stay another day because it's hot off the press and it contains details that not even the police probably has at this time. And I'm getting my information from very reliable sources. And this pertains to the murder of a 40-year-old Melissa Silvera, the wife of Joylan Silvera, former member of parliament. Now, the initial story that was told pertaining to her death was that on November 10th this year, she had died of natural causes and the body was removed from her house. It was said that she died in her sleep. Her husband had said at the time that she had certain ailments, which I have not yet gotten the report on what ailments he said she had had. However, since that time, it has now been revealed on last Friday, that she had actually been murdered. It has been said that she died of 3 gunshot wounds, but I have been reliably informed that she had actually gotten 4 bullet wounds. It's just that 3 bullets had been lodged in her body. The other one flew through, hence the main story being that she had 3 gunshot wounds, but it was actually 4 gunshot wounds, but 3 bullets recovered. But here is the surprising thing. It has been said that 2 of those bullets were actually to her private parts. Now that is pretty interesting. The information is that her husband wasn't at home, but he was the one who came home and discovered her dead and called the police. But I've also heard that there were certain big SUVs pulled up at the house and there was a few comings and goings and activities prior to the police being called. Whether that is true or not, I am not sure about that. But the police who initially came on the scene at the time when the death was reported, I hear that they are now under investigation, as it would appear on the face of it that they were involved in a cover-up of the death of this lady and the circumstances under which she had died. But based on what I am hearing, I doubt very much that these policemen were involved in any cover-up. And here's the reason why. I hear that when the funeral parlor came for the body, they found her in her night clothes, which was like a pajama outfit and properly dressed. And she also had on like a panty girdle, a black panty girdle, and she had on a waist trainer. I hear that she was found in the bed, neatly dressed, the bed was pristine and everything around her was okay, which means the police had no reason to suspect that there was any foul play. We have got to understand how police operate on a scene like this, because a scene like this is called a sudden death. And at a sudden death, the police comes on the scene. Once they don't their initial look of the area, the room in which she died, the death has occurred. If there is no reason to suspect that there is any foul play, then they will not proceed it on as a criminal investigation, because there was nothing suspicious. And according to my sources, the room in which she was found dead was in pristine, and her body seemed to have been in pristine condition. If so be the case, then it means that after she was shot and killed, somebody took her to the bathroom, bathed her, put on black panty girdle on her, put on one of those waist trainers on her, and then dress her in her pajamas, fix up her hair, and lay her down neatly back on the bed. After changing the sheet, assuming that she died on the bed, they would have changed the sheet, take away the bloody sheet and everything, and dump that, and then put her back, spread new linen set, and get everything spreaded okay, so that when the police come, they would have no reason to suspect anything. Therefore, the question to ask now is, who would have been in a position, who would know where her waist trainer is, who knows where her pajamas are, who knows where to find the panty girdle, and who knows where everything was, and could have the time to fix the scene so thoroughly without any interruption. It can't be a home invader. It can't be a burglar. It has to be someone who has an in-depth knowledge of the house. Furthermore, she was not found in her own bedroom. She was found in another bedroom. I hear that it was a guest bedroom. That in itself is suspicious, because if she was going to bed, she would have been asleep in a matrimonial bed. So the very fact that she was found in another room is highly suspicious. So let us break it down straight. No dead stranger going to come in from road and want to kill you and shoot a woman in her pum pum two times deliberately. Let me just put it racha. This was a very personal crime. A person doing something to get revenge for some reason, and in a fit of rage did all that. This was not done by a stranger, and this was something out of jealousy, more than likely. Now, I'm not impugning motive, but apart from, it would either have to be the husband himself did it, or somebody else who is close, who begs that she was given away the kitten maybe, or something like that. Let us face it. But if these circumstances are true regarding how she was found by the police, it would be impossible for them to be under further suspicion if this turns out to be true, because here is what the police acted exactly according to procedure. Once they go on a sudden death scene, they're supposed to check the surroundings for sign of trauma or for sign of any disturbance which would see the death looking suspicious. And if there's no reason to suspect that there is foul play, all they can do is to check the deceased person's, or the alleged deceased person's pulse, and then check their vitals to see if they are still breathing. And they are trained, police are trained to take a mirror if they're not sure, and they put that mirror to the nostrils of the person, because if they are even in a coma or so, they would still breathe, and they would see if any frost come on the mirror, any evaporation show on the mirror, and then they would know if the person's alive. And chances are they might have checked for that, but they wouldn't have disturbed the body. So they would have simply called the mortuary and asked for the body to be taken, and they would have simply reported the matter back to their station and entered in their logbook. So if that was the way they actually found her, the police had acted impeccably. But here is the question. Who was the pathologist who pronounced her dead? And who had determined that she had died of natural causes? Did that come from a pathologist really? Or was this a story that somebody who is involved in her murder put out to the newspapers and the media? On Saturday, Peter Champagny, who is the lawyer for the father, for the husband. Oh, let me backtrack a little. Guys, let me tell you, what I realize about life? You say once you're guilty, the first thing you do is lawyer up. Me, only guilty people lawyer up. Just like how when I ask people to clarify anything for me pertaining to the Christian God, every Christian lawyer up. Same way once the truth is not with you, you're going to lawyer up. And the first thing that Melissa Silvera did when he was called on to explain himself, the first thing he did was to lawyer up. And not just any lawyer. He went from one of the biggest King's Council, one of the most famous criminal lawyer, and when I say criminal lawyer, emphasis on the word criminal, because these are first criminal, then lawyers. He got Peter Champagne to defend him. Defend him against what? If you don't do nothing, you shouldn't lawyer up. You would want to come and tell the police everything you know, talk everything you know, and lay yourself bare. Why would you want to lawyer up when your wife dead? Don't you would want to cooperate with the police in every way possible? And then here this a liar now. My client is not a suspect in the ongoing investigation. Which planet this lawyer live upon, that he would think that this level of circumstances point towards how the things happen, and your client would not be a suspect? I can't help but think of this case in the same way that I think about Amar Issa, the mother of Gabriel King, whose son throat was slashed, 9-year-old Gabriel King. And all now his mother is refusing to cooperate with the police. You can have a dead child and you don't want to cooperate. You don't want to hand over your phone. You don't want to do anything. So when we think of that, put it with the same Melissa Silvera situation and why him lawyer up. What does he have to hide? Does innocent people hide things when you're trying to investigate the death of your loved ones? But to the way Jamaica is running now, sometimes you don't even know if anything is going to come out of these cases. Because we shall not forget Patrick Bailey and the dead man Jermaine Jr., who was found dead in his Patrick Bailey's home on the 30th of September 2016. And I'll know we don't hear gunfire about that case because they have big people who they know. But we certainly will be watching this one, because who on earth, and I have to repeat that, who on earth would know where to go in the ladies' drawer and our panty drawer and so on and take out those things? Who could bathe her and dress her and know that she have pajamas and put them on her and fix back her hair neat and everything? And I'm not going to say much on this, but police officers, I'm asking you, there is a little storage space at the back. Take out what's in there. You'll be surprised at what you are going to find. Look for a possible mattress. That is if they have not already removed that from the premises. But what I'm hearing also is that the idea was, after she was dead, found dead, the intention was to remove the body and take it and dispose of it. But what prevented them from removing the body? Because I hear that when the SUVs came on the spot, and the SUVs were there, shuffling were going on and on, what happened, it was that they planned to move the body and dispose of it elsewhere. Could not happen. Reason being, that house is fully surrounded inside and outside by cameras. And it's not just your own personal security cameras that you can turn off. These are cameras that are manned by a security company, and they can watch everything that's going on in the house in real time. They cannot delete anything that's caught on those cameras cannot be deleted at home. And even if you delete it from your hard drive at home, the thing is that the security company, whether it's King Alarm or Guardsman or whatever, or Marksman, they have a copy. And they could turn over that to the police. The police could subpoena those records. Therefore, they couldn't be seen moving the body from the house. So that plan had to be scrapped. Which is the reason why they had to go to plan B and dress the body and fix it and leave it there. Now, one question we have to ask, and I keep repeating it, who on the face of this earth would have enough time to do all that was done, and who had enough knowledge of the house and of her things and where to find what and how to do what with? Who? How many people would know that? So the list of suspects is very, very few. Limited to probably one. But who that one is, let's wait and find out. I will update you as soon as I get some more information. Oh, I also heard that Fitzdaly has removed the investigative team who had come after that to check. I heard that there was another team who had come to check on the sudden death, this case, after the initial police report and the initial police had come, and after undertakers had gone. And those people will be called in and be questioned and be asked to give statements. Guys, as I said, I have my people on the ground, and I'll fill you in with as much information as time goes by. Thank you for listening. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.